And let's begin. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Well, conclusions. Our topic must, have to, or got to. In English, we say gotta, may, might, could, can't. A visit to the doctor. So, our topic, well, the title is Am I okay? Please, Denise, read.
So what seems to be the problem?
Roxanne?
Well, I have terrible pain in my stomach.
Okay. Denise, you?
It's not stomach.
Stomach. Yeah, but the feedback is at the end. It's stomach.
Okay. What could the problem be?
Denise? Sorry, Roxanne?
There are several possibilities.
Okay, and the last one, Denise?
One need take some x-rays and do some tests to find out.
Okay. So feedback pronunciation, feedback here, we say just stomach. Stomach. So how do you say dolor de estómago?
Stomachache.
Stomachache. Stomachache.
Stomach.
Yes,
Mac.
stomach. Stomach. Yeah, it's not a stomach. Which is stomach is spinach.
I heard some stomach.
A stomach? You
Stomach.
have your stomach and you suffer from stomach ache.
With stomach.
Yes. Stomach. Let's go to the dictionary because I'm pretty sure that we say a stomach. Look at this. And then we have a spinach. This is a stomach. Listen.
Stomach. 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 Stomach.
Stomach. And then we have spinach.
Spinach. Spinach.
Spinach. So don't confuse this one with the other one. Okay?
And the other one is with schwa. So stomach.
And
not with an A.
I would say like stomach. I don't know what you hear, but it's like cuando tú veas este símbolo truco de pronunciación, este símbolo en el diccionario es una.
¿Es not a schwa?
Yeah, pero para nosotros que hablamos español, para sonar más natural es como una E que se va transformando en A. Una E que se. Stomach. Look at this. Acá está la A. Stomach. De E pasa a. Ajá, A. Mira. Stomach. You got it. Ese es el truco, porque nosotros no tenemos schwa. Nosotros no hacemos y la schwa se nota más en British English. En British. But in American English, no, stomach. Porque no se da cuenta, mira. Stomach. You got it? That one. Esa es nuestra schwa para nosotros que hablamos español. Okay. Did you understand, Roxanne?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you pronounce estómago?
Stomach.
Yeah. Good. Let's go on here. Okay. Meaning. We often make. How do you pronounce this word?
What? Make guesses?
Guesses. And draw conclusions. Draw. About present situations using the information that we have. We use models to show how certain or uncertain we are about conclusions. Okay? So if you are pretty sure, you use más. If you're not pretty sure, you use another model verb. So this is the topic. When you are pretty sure about something, okay? And when you're not, we have must, have got to, may, might, and could. Okay? This is 100%. It could be 100%. It could be 50%. And the negative, we have can't, couldn't, must not, may not, and might not. Okay? So for example, you say, oh, she looks like you. So she, and we are pretty sure, oh, she must be your mom. What is the negative for? The negative, when you say, she must be your phone, the opposite. She?
This must not be your mom.
Nope. She can't. She can be your mom. Okay? It's not she mustn't be your mom. Okay? Because we're talking about when you are pretty sure about something. Oh, this must be the answer. Esta debe ser la respuesta. This must be the answer. Y lo opuesto sería this cannot or this can't be the answer. No vayas a decir this mustn't be the answer. Okay? Did you understand? You get it? Or you could say this couldn't be the answer. No podría ser la respuesta. Del have viene a ser el must not. Del have, no del must. Del have viene a ser el must. For example, oh my goodness. I have to study a lot. What is the opposite? I mustn't.
I
I
must
mustn't. Or I must.
not.
I must not. So don't confuse. Okay? When you have here have to, the opposite must not, because it's conclusion. Okay? When you draw a conclusion or you make a guess. Did you understand?
Yes.
And focus on this. The could. The negative is not couldn't, is might not.
Might not.
Okay? Because the meaning is different. Okay, to make it clear, cuando estás 100% seguro de algo, vas a usar el must. Y cuando no estás 100% seguro de algo, en negativo dirías couldn't or can't, los más comunes. They have to, must not, may not. Ahora, otra curiosidad en el inglés. Por ejemplo, yo quiero decir, tengo que ir a la escuela. ¿Cómo diría tengo que ir a la escuela?
I have to go.
I have to go to the school, right? Yep, I have to go to the school. Another way to do that is to say I've got to go to the school, right? Or I got to go to the school. I got. But in a spoken English, we always use reduction. We never say I got to go. We always use reduction. We say drop the first T. We say I gotta go. I gotta go. So how do you say me tengo que ir? I gotta go or I gotta run. Cuando un nativo te diga I gotta run, no es que tiene que correr, sino que se tiene que ir. I gotta go. Oh my gosh, I gotta study, you know? I gotta. Es más común que I don't have to. I have to study. Sí, está bien, I have to study. Pero los nativos lo usan más con reduction, so they say I gotta. You got it this part? Yep.
Yes.
Nice. When we are almost 100 certain, remember this pronunciation is certain. It's really difficult to pronounce sometimes. Can you pronounce this?
Certain.
Nice. Roxanne, you?
Será.
Yeah. We use must, have to, or have got to state affirmative conclusion. Please, Roxanne, read this example.
I look at all the test results and I talk to the parent. I believe that.
Okay, so repeat after me. When a D is between two vowel sounds, you pronounce like R. And when a T is between two vowel sounds, you pronounce like R. So you say, I look at all. I look at all. I look look at all. You?
Look at all.
Yes, the test results. You? I
I
look at
look at
all.
all the tests. No, I look at all the test results.
Okay, and talk to the patient. Patient.
Patient.
Amazing. Okay? So focus on this, huh? She look at all the test results and she have to talk to the patient. So Mr. Jones, you must have an ulcer. You must have an ulcer. Okay? Did you understand? Oh, el señor Jones debe tener. He is pretty sure. Pretty sure. He has to be in pain. Has to be. Remember, guys, when you have he, she, it, you use has. Oh, sorry, what did I say?
He got a big pain. Okay?
He?
Got a big pain.
Yes. He gotta be in pain. Okay, he gotta be in pain. This is let me tell you that this is like a native would say this one instead of he has to be. Yes, he gotta or you can, another person they gotta be because they use the same, right? They use the same gotta, so it's okay. I prefer the second one. What you said, Denise, he gotta be in pain, or he's got to be very uncomfortable. Okay, he's got to be, okay, or he gotta be. Nice. When we are less certain about a conclusion, we use may, might, could to express that something is possible. This is when you are pretty sure, like 50%. 50%, it could be, okay? I see something unusual. Mr. Jones could have an ulcer. Could have. Could have. He may have, and he might be. Possible. It's possible. Did you understand? Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now look at this because you are going to use this in your speaking simulation today. So for example, this might be what is that? An X-ray of a heart and lungs. Okay? Now, use can't and couldn't when you are almost 100 certain that something is impossible. When something is impossible, can and couldn't. We never use mustn't, please. Okay? And use must not when you are slightly lesser than. So for example, you have here must, you have can't and couldn't. When you have could, might, you use must not. Okay? Did you understand? Look at this.
Yes.
Look at this one. Must, have, got to, may, might, could. It can be an infection because I'm pretty sure that is impossible. Patient couldn't have heartburn. It must not be serious. So use may not and might not when you are even lesser certain. Okay? Might not be serious. You may not need to stay in the hospital. Use can and could in questions. So the results are not clear. What can be the problem? What can the problem be? Okay, so let's practice here. You look at the picture. Look at the picture here. We have an example. The answer could be, what could it be? So, Denise, please tell me your guess.
It could be
It could
cotton
be
fibers.
okay. Cotton fibers here. Yeah, because you are not sure, right?
Yes.
Yes. Roxanne, imagine that you are 100% sure. What would you say? Roxanne, you are pretty sure about the answer. You would say?
I agree. It must be cotton fiber.
It must be cotton. Okay. So let's check here. It might be a feather. It must be cotton fibers. Pretty good. Okay, so you have this. But what I want you to do is to use this grammar in your speaking simulation. Okay. Esta gramática nos va a servir para hacer mejor nuestro speaking simulation. Ok. So, por ejemplo, les voy a mostrar cómo tendríamos que hacer. ¿Se acuerdan que en el speaking simulation les va a decir, look at the pictures, describe the picture, and answer the question? ¿Se acuerdan? Más o menos. Yeah. Or not?
Yes.
Yeah. Entonces vamos a usar esta gramática, ¿ok? Voy a mostrar las imágenes. 1 second here. Word formation. Yep. I'll share my screen. Entonces, cuando ustedes vean las imágenes, por ejemplo, ok, entonces ustedes quieran sacar más puntitos, por ejemplo, miren aquí. They say, Denise, Roxanne, look at the picture and answer these questions. What are the advantages or disadvantages of living in different places? Cuando queremos sacar un excelente puntaje y lucir que nosotros dominamos el inglés, este tema, ¿ok? Puedes decir, the first picture must be a urban city. Probably because it may have a lot of houses there. It's really hard to say, but it can be I don't know. It can be in the south part of the US because we know that in the south part there are a lot of beaches. ¿Te das cuenta cómo es esta gramática para suponer? Yep. In the second picture, they must, because I'm 100%. They must be having a great time together, because when you spend time with your father or someone who or relative, you feel super excited. On the other hand, the second picture, it could be interesting because in my country I have displays, blah blah blah. But what I want you to do is to use probabilities. Okay? Did you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So now, what I want you to focus is this, because I want to play a little bit about this topic. This grammar, please. This is advanced. Okay? This chart. This one, please. It's mandatory to remember this chart. Okay? Recuérdate, cuando hagas conclusiones, el negativo va a ser can and couldn't, must not, may not, might not. Did you understand? ¿Ya lo dominan esta partecita? Kinda. Remember, please. El error que cometemos es decir que el negativo de must es mustn't. Yo sé que es mustn't, pero cuando es conclusiones, no. Okay? Pretty good. So, let's continue here. Quiero que practiquen algunas expresiones antes de iniciar. Ok, aquí mira. Both of these pictures show. ¿Qué significa both of these pictures? Ambas imágenes muestran. Entonces, upite uno. Okay? Or the two situations in these pictures are. So, for example, quiero que ustedes piensen. ¿Qué se les viene a la mente al inicio? Both of these pictures shows. ¿Qué muestran ambas imágenes? Both of these pictures show places where people
live.
Places where people live. What about you, Denise? A ver tú solita y luego sigue Roxanne. Dime, both of these pictures show.
Both of the pictures show people who are soaking up the atmosphere.
Soaking up the atmosphere. Amazing. Roxanne, you, number 3.
Both of these pictures show the people must be a good time with friends.
Okay, 1 second. So you say both of these pictures show people
Spend time.
spending
Spend time
spending time.
with friends.
Okay,
A good time with friends.
a good time. Spending a good time with friends. Okay, remember when you say show people, then you have to write the verb with ing. Okay?
Okay.
Or you can say see after see. I see people doing that one. Then is you, picture number 4 here.
Both of these pictures show different environments.
Different environments. Amazing.
Because
No, first you just say first. Well, both of these pictures shows different environments. You know, that's it. Roxanne, you what do you think? Number 5.
Both of these pictures show
In the first one, there is a teacher and a boy is raising his hand. On the other hand, there is a girl.
different job.
Different jobs.
Different job.
Yes, both of these pictures shows different jobs. So this is the first part. Okay, let's come back. When you're done with the part, you have to talk about the similarities. Okay, so you can say in both pictures we can see. Okay, but from my point of view, I would use one similarity between these pictures is that una similaridad. One similarity between these two pictures. So for example, in picture number 6, I would say like 7. Okay, well, both of these pictures show people cooking. One of the similarities is that in the first one, they are baking or they are trying to become a chef. On the other hand, he is a real chef. You see my point here? One of the similarities is that. Okay? So for example, Denise, can you find a similarity here in picture 8? Empieza con both of these pictures.
These pictures show kind of sport. Extreme
sports. Ahora empieza.
One of the similarities is that young people, like to do that.
Yes, one of the similarities is that young people love extreme sports. Amazing, muy buena. Roxanne, you, la primera. Empieza. Both pictures show.
Both of the pictures show a different place in the city or in the country.
Okay, ahora empieza. One of the similarity.
One
of the similarities is that
one of the similarity is on the beach. No.
Puedes decir no. Una similaridad es que hay algunas. Nope. Puedes encontrar muchas casas. Como digo, hay un montón de casas en ambas.
Okay, one of the similarity is there are a lot of houses.
A lot of houses. A lot of houses. Eso es lo segundo que tienen que hacer. ¿Ok? You got it. Ahora, ya hablamos de una similaridad. Ahora, una diferencia. ¿Ok? Podemos decir, one of the most obvious difference is that while the first picture, ¿ok? Primero dices que ves en ambas imágenes una similaridad. y una diferencia. ¿Cuál escogerían, for example? On the one hand, este es el más común. On the one hand, the first picture show. On the other hand, the second one. That part. Okay? So let's continue here. Do you copy? Yep. Ahora se los envío. Ok, empezamos con Denise. Trabajemos con la número 2, Denise. Empieza con both of these pictures show one of the similarities between these two pictures is that on the one hand, the first picture show, on the other hand, you can do that. Okay?
And both of these pictures show people who are talking about the atmosphere, and one of the similarities is that they are they love what they are doing.
Okay.
On the one hand, the first picture shows a couple of people that they are riding a bike. Mm-hmm. I think he could be her husband. And on the other hand, the second picture shows people ice skiing. Mm-hmm. It could be a city, a place in a city.
Okay, let me tell you something. Estuvo todo perfecto, pero no sé, imaginemos que vamos a tomar el examen, un consejo, por si acaso, ¿no? ¿Cuál es la primera diferencia? Que en la primera hay 2 personas y en la segunda hay muchas personas, ¿cierto?
Yes.
Yeah, primero dirías, well, on the one hand, in the first picture, we can see just 2 people. On the other hand, in the second picture, show a lot of people. Okay, empieza a describir. Well, the man in the first picture could be her husband. They must be having a great time together. On the other hand, they are ice skiing, and that is a good activity when you are very young. Okay, you see my point here?
Yes.
Solamente son para motivos evaluativos, ¿no? En el examen te piden que primero una similaridad, una diferencia y luego ya, expláyate. ¿Ok? Ahora, thank you, muy bien, Denise. Continuamos con Roxanne, picture 4. Empieza Roxanne.
Okay.
Both
on this picture.
Both of the pictures show.
Okay, both of the pictures show at a beach.
Beaches. Next, one
of the similarity is people spend time on the beach, and on the other one, on the other picture, in the one picture, the people, there are a lot of people. Mm-hmm. On the other picture, on the other one, on the other picture, it's the picture is more más libre.
Empty. Por ejemplo, a veces nosotros nos complicamos, ¿no? En tu mente, ¿qué veo aquí? Muchas personas, aquí lo veo, vacío. ¿Y cuál es la similaridad? Que ambas se usan para vacaciones. Entonces lo digo de forma sencilla. Mira, digo, both of these pictures show, que muestran place, or que muestran playas, you know. Both of these pictures shows beaches that are what? that are visited during vacation. Okay? One of the similarities between these two pictures is that a lot of people prefer to go to the beaches instead of going to the museums. Next. Uh, on the one hand, in the first picture, or the first picture show a crowded beach. Okay? You can see here a lot of people. This must be very blah blah blah. On the other hand, the second picture is empty. You cannot see people there. It couldn't be blah blah blah. Y comienzas a dar tus posibilidades. ¿Quedó claro?
What is crowded?
Crowded,
Poblado.
abarrotado, con mucha gente. ¿Sí, mira? Crowded. Y lo opuesto sería empty. Otro puede ser que es bullicio. ¿Cómo sería ruidoso? Noisy. Y callado, quiet. Okay? You got it?
Okay.
Yes. Del mismo modo tú, Denise. Primero piensa una similaridad fácil, una diferencia, ¿ok? 3, 2, 1, go, Denise.
What picture?
At picture number 5.
Okay. Both of these pictures show a person who is teaching.
A person who is teaching. Amazing. Both of these pictures show a person who is teaching. Next.
One similarity between these pictures is that they are helping another person.
That's it. One similarity between this picture is the fact that, agrégale un the fact that, tú ya dominas, is the fact that they are helping another person. Now, la diferencia.
On one hand, the first picture shows a man who is a teacher, but he's working. Mm-hmm. Is his career, and he's teaching a group of children. On the other hand, the second picture shows
you can say this could be his husband. This could be, utiliza tus posibilidades, tus conclusiones. This could be a man who is
it could be her husband, mm-hmm. Who is listen to what his wife are telling him.
Is telling him, okay.
Is telling him. Yep.
You can say, well, it seems like she is teaching how to paste this on the wall. Okay, it seems to be. Parece ser como. Yes, puedes aplicar.
It seems to be like teaching how to put that wallpaper in the wall.
Yep.
On the wall.
Yes. Para que no esté diciendo, I'm not pretty sure about this. Utiliza tus conclusions, ¿no? Well, it could be, it must be, it seems to be, okay. Estuvo genial. Y ahora, veamos lo que más sigue. Ahora, recuerda que haces esto y que tienes que hacer. Tu main task es responder la pregunta que te dan en ese tiempo que te dan. Tienes que hacer esto, responder la pregunta. So, where would you prefer to live? Mira cómo vamos a responder. Aquí la última. As for, and a paraphrase question, in relation to the question, as regard the question, with regard to the question, regarding to the question of the task. Si no te gusta ninguna de estas expresiones, yo te recomiendo in response to the question. En respuesta a la pregunta, I would say that. ¿Ok? In response to the question. Agreguemos esta de aquí porque ya ustedes dominan, ¿no? I think. So, in response to the question. You got it? Yep. So, in response to the question, y aquí te explayas. Respondes la pregunta. ¿Ok? Why it is important to ask question in this situation? In response to the question, I would say that it's really important. Parafaseas. It is really important. Ya no digo important. It is of paramount importance. It is vitally important. ¿Te das cuenta? Yep. ¿Quedó claro?
Okay.
Ok, denle el mismo enlace, el mismo clic y empezamos con el speaking. Ok? Good. Okay. Then this is missing here, so we have to wait. Okay, so are you ready? ¿Alguna consultita? No, ¿cierto? Traten de hablar como ustedes crean. Si inventen, no sé, cuando no sé con una idea, well, I think, como de forma natural. ¿Ok? Yo voy a estar tomando apuntes y les voy a dar su feedback. So, me confirman si ustedes pueden ver. 1 second, no carga, no está cargando. Yeah, this one. Ok, voy a compartir mi pantalla. So now, ok, empecemos. Roxanne, tú eres A y Denise, tú eres B. Ok, ¿ya hemos llevado con esto contigo, Roxanne? ¿No? Yeah. Cuando diga A, tú vas a hablar. Cuando veas B, Denise va a hablar. Cuando vean A y B, van a tener que hacerlo juntas, ¿ok? Como si fuera una conversación. Empecemos. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good morning, my name is Becca, and this is my colleague Charles. And your names are?
My name is Denise.
And my name is Roxana.
Thank you. First of all, we'd like to know something about you. Candidate A, where are you from?
Roxana.
I'm from Peru. I live in Ring.
And what do you do there?
What do you do, Daddy?
Yes, what do you do there? Recuerda que tienes que usar todo el
There.
tiempo que te da. Yes, what do you do there, Roxanne?
¿Qué hago ahí?
Yes. Do you
¿Dónde vivo?
study? Yes. Do you study? Do you work? What do you do?
Okay, I work, but I work and I studied near my house.
Yes. Continue because you have 9 seconds. Continue. Más cosas de. What do you study? What do you work as a?
Thank you. Candidate B, how long have you been studying English?
I have been studying English since I remember. I think I started to study this language when I was 8 years old.
And what do you enjoy most about learning English?
Well, I enjoy the most when I try to speak with foreign. I have to talk with them when I have some training with them. Treatment.
Thank you. Candidate A, what would you like to be doing in 5 years' time?
Roxanne?
Fine. ¿Qué es la última parte que no entendí?
Okay.
Thank you. Candidate A. What would you like to be doing in 5 years' time?
You got it this time?
Einstein.
Yes. What would you like to be doing in 5 years?
Thank you. In 5 years, I would like to speak more fluency, and I could like get a good job for maybe I travel another country. Or where I could like also I could like to teach in a school for as a English teacher.
Candidate B. Do you enjoy listening to the same type of music as your friends?
Well, it is believed that Cañete loves cumbia, but I'm not really into that because I'm not in my element. And what I absolutely love is classical music. And
in this part of the test, I'm going to give each of you 3 pictures. I'd like you to talk about 2 of them on your own for about a minute, and also to answer a question briefly about your partner's pictures. Candidate A, it's your turn first. Here are your pictures. They show people doing activities that can be challenging. I'd like you to compare 2 of the pictures and say why the people might be finding these activities challenging and which activity might give them the most satisfaction. All right?
Ok. Consejito. Hey, Roxanne, recuerda, vas a escoger 2. ¿Cuál vas a escoger, Roxanne? ¿Los que sabes más vocabulario o el que no? Para ti, ¿cuál de los 3 es más fácil?
The first.
El 1, the first, and the
second.
Pero ¿qué te parece? Siempre tú escoge el primero. Mira, el primero con el tercero. ¿Por qué? Porque el primero es emocionante y el tercero para ti es
aburrido.
Yes, ¿qué más? En el primero hay más personas y en el segundo solamente hay una. Entonces, esta te podría servir más. En cambio, si te escoges el de aquí, Carlos, aquí pero ambos son emocionantes, te va a ser más difícil encontrar alguna diferencia. Puede ser, ¿no? Aquí utilizas el cuerpo, aquí utilizas un card. Ya depende de ti, pero escoges 2. Okay, Roxanne? Acuérdate, in both of these pictures show one of the similarities between these 2 pictures is that, and on the one hand, the first picture show, on the other hand, the second picture show. Luego responde las preguntas, ¿ok? 3, 2, tienes un minuto, Roxanne. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, both of these pictures show spend time in your free time. One similarity between this picture is in the first picture is more risky. On the other hand, the second one is more calm.
No te detengas. Continúa. On the one hand, the first picture.
On the one hand, the first picture is it's a sport more dangerous, but it's a more no sé.
Yes, rapidito, mira. El primero y el tercero. Estás comparando el 1 y el 3, ¿cierto? Ya, tú puedes decir, mira. On the one hand, the first picture is more dangerous. Y la tercera, on the other hand, the second picture is. Si esto es peligroso, la segunda imagen, ¿qué es? Safer, más segura. Safer, ¿ok? Yes, ¿me entiendes, Roxana? Safer, así. Safe es seguro. Safer, estabas muy bien. Ahora, ya hiciste both pictures, hiciste similitud, hiciste diferencia. Ahora, respóndeme la pregunta. Okay? Why might the people be finding these activities challenging? Or which activity might give them the most satisfaction?
For my opinion?
Yes, tu opinión aquí. Tú, lúcete.
Okay, which activity might give me the most for my opinion, is more satisfaction the first picture because it's more funny. It's a good adventure.
Okay. And why might the people be finding these activities challenging?
Como que hay personas que tienen diferentes miedos.
Yeah, there are. Tú puedes decirlo, yo confío. There are
people that have
different fears, diferentes miedos. Fears. Lo voy a escribir para que no te olvides. Fear. Fear es miedo. Okay.
And maybe it could be.
It could be.
To enfrentarse. Could be.
To overcome. And maybe it could be
to overcome to the miedos, right?
Fear. Miedo es fear.
Fear.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Candidate B, which activity do you think is the most challenging?
The most challenging is the last picture because they need to be precise with what he is doing. Is a small scale of that sheet, so needs to be with calm. Also, he must be energetic when
Now, candidate B, here are your pictures. They show people learning about the past. I'd like you to compare two of the pictures and say what the advantages are of learning about the past in these ways and who might actually learn most about the past. All right?
This picture shows people who are learning about the past, but in different ways. The first one, well, I would say that the second one is the most common way to learn in front of in a classroom with another classmate and the teacher. But I think the best way to learn about the past is going out, traveling, and meeting new people. Also, before doing that, it could be studying and a little some information before you go to another country.
Okay. Ahora, quiero que empieces. Both of the pictures, ¿qué imágenes has escogido, Denise? 1, 2, or 3? The first, the second, or the third?
3.
Las 3, ¿cierto? Yes. En esta actividad, recuerda que estamos haciendo actividades de exámenes internacionales y lo están haciendo muy bien. Esto no es sencillo, es un examen difícil, ¿ok? Es intermedio alto, ¿ok? Entonces, vas a escoger 2 nada más, ¿ok? Para yo al final evaluarte, ¿no? Sí, tú puedes tomar este examen y lo vas a pasar 100% seguro, ¿ok? Escoge 2 más, Denise.
Yeah, the first one and the last one.
Ya, listo. Empieza. Both of the pictures show, tú me dijiste, people who are learning, right? In different environments. Suficiente, mira.
Yeah.
Both of the pictures show people who are learning. Ahora empieza. One of the similarities is that, una de las similitudes es que in both pictures, or both of the pictures, they are learning about his history. Historia. Okay? maybe. Puedes usar, well, both of the pictures show maybe they are or they could be learning about history. Sí, listo. Ahora, empiezas. On the first picture, or on the one hand, the first picture show a real architecture. On the other hand, she is reading a book. So, she is imagining the architecture. Suficiente. Aquí te explayas respondiendo a las preguntas, ¿no? What are the advantages of learning about in the positive way? Aquí empiezas, ¿no? Well, aquí ya puedes decir, well, I think I consider that the picture in the middle is the most common because it is in front of a teacher in a class. ¿Ok? Y aquí es como diste todas tus respuestas, aquí. ¿Ok? You got it? Aquí así puedes obtener el mayor puntaje. El mayor puntaje. Okay.
Can I say if I were
acá pues, if I were this girl, I wouldn't be able to understand history because I prefer to see images or to see in real life. You get it? Aquí explaya, usa toda la gramática. Si aquí, por ejemplo, tú usas una condicional que hemos visto ya en las anteriores lecciones, te van a dar más puntos porque esos condicionales la usan en avanzado. ¿Ok? O una inversión, ¿no? Have I never seen people studying with laptops in my university? Para enfatizar, ¿no? Or have I never seen someone who is studying with a lot of books at the library?
If I were to choose one way of learning,
I would.
Yes. I would choose.
Yes, ahí te van a decir, ya, no tomes el examen, ese es inversión de condicional. Te van a decir, eso es avanzado. ¿Ok, Denise? Te van a dar pero muchísimos puntos, ¿no? Y, yeah. Genial. Continuemos para darle su feedback un ratito. Terminemos aquí, creo. One second. Roxanne, responde la pregunta. Roxanne.
Thank you. Candidate A, which do you think is the least effective way to learn about the past?
¿Lo mismo?
No, responde lo que dijo. Which is the least effective way to learn about the past? Least. The most, the least.
Lo menos.
Yes.
¿Y cuál es lo menos que...?
The least effective.
¿Cuál es el efecto?
No. Effective, menos efectivo. Okay. Least effective method. O way, forma, la forma menos efectiva to learn about the past.
Okay, from my point of view, the less is the second picture because I think you can not learn very well when have a lot of people around you, or I prefer the third picture because you can more concentrate about that you do or that you learn.
Ok, empecemos aquí. Les voy a dar su feedback, no se vayan un ratito. Vamos a detener aquí, el quiz no ha terminado. Todavía quedaban 15 minutos más, pero lo han estado haciendo muy bien. Ok, feedback. Empecemos. Roxanne, en la primera pregunta que te hicieron, ¿no? So, what do you do there? Aquí tú dijiste, I work and I study near my house, ¿cierto? Ya, estuvo genial. Pero para la próxima quiero que digas, well, I work as a... ¿Cómo que trabajas, Roxanne?
Cajera.
I work as a cashier. I work as a cashier. And I study, what do you study?
English.
I study English near my house. Y puedes decir, no, I live in the south part of Peru. I live in the north part of Peru. Y te explayas un poquito más, ¿ok? Siempre utiliza todo el tiempo, Roxanne. Siguiente. Luego tenemos aquí a Denise. Por favor, ¿puedes decir, yo comencé a estudiar en inglés?
I've been studying English.
No, okay, you say, I started to. Yo comencé a estudiar. I started to study.
I started to study English.
Yes, I started to study.
I
started to study, yeah. Aquí no, me perdí un poquito, no te puedo entender. Dijiste, hay algo, listo. Ahora, he notado que ambas omiten el uso de adverbios de modal. Por ejemplo, yo puedo decir, he is a quick learner, right? Él es un aprendiz veloz. ¿Qué quiere decir esto? ¿Qué? He learns quickly. So he is a quick learner. He learns quickly. Okay? Entonces, ¿cómo tú dices? You more concentrate or you concentrate more.
You concentrate more.
Yes. You got it, Roxanne? Yes.
Mhm.
¿Qué más? Otros errores que hemos visto aquí es I would like to speak. Ok, dijiste también I would like to speak more fluent. Ok, ahora préstame mucha atención. Aquí. Quick, adjetivo o adverbio. Recuerda que el adjetivo modifica al sustantivo y el adverbio modifica al verbo. En este caso, he is a quick learner. Este quick, ¿a quién modifica?
Learner.
A learner, y learner es un sustantivo. Aquí quickly, ¿a quién modifica? Al verbo, ¿ok? Entonces recuerda que los adverbios, los adverbs, anota, nos indican cómo hacemos algo, nos indican. Entonces cuando tú quieres decir, me gustaría hablar más fluido. Cuando tú dices, me gustaría hablar más fluido, este fluido realmente tendría que ser con más fluidez, ¿cierto? ¿Yes? Que es lo mismo, fluido con fluidez. Este fluido y fluidez, ¿a quién modifica? ¿A mí o a la acción que voy a hacer?
A la acción.
A la acción. Entonces, ¿cómo sería? I would like to speak fluent o to speak fluently. Fluently. ¿Por qué? Porque tú quieres modificar la acción. Me gustaría hablar con más fluidez. ¿Quedó claro?
Can I say I would like to speak with more fluent?
Ahora sí, ese es distinto. With more fluent a decir fluently. ¿Ok? Ya, ahora también recuerden que hay algunos adjetivos que no tienen adverbio, como por ejemplo, the good. ¿Cuál va a ser the good?
Better.
No. Well. The fast.
Quick.
Fast. The fast es fast. Carlos, ¿cuál es la diferencia entre quick y fast? Es lo mismo, solamente que fast, su adverbio sigue siendo fast. The hard. ¿Cuál es el adverbio de hard? Hardly. ¿Ok? Pero ahora aquí, acuérdate, the hard sigue siendo hard y puede ser hardly. Como adverbio de frecuencia, perdón, como adverbio va a ser hard. Pero como frecuencia va a ser hardly. Por ejemplo, I hardly understood. Yo apenas entendí. ¿Ok? Yes? I hardly understood. Pero si quieres hacerlo como adverbio, solamente es hard. ¿Ok? Todavía no se vayan un ratito. Vamos a terminar aquí. I would like to teach. Me dijo, maybe I travel to another country or work. I also would like to teach in school as an English teacher. Recuérdate, Roxanne. Si empieza con vocal, sonido de vocal, an. Si empieza con sonido de consonante, a. ¿Ok? So you work as an English teacher. ¿Ya?
Okay.
Excelente, Denise. It is believed that Cañete loves cumbia. Perfecto. I'm not really into that. I like it. Spend time. Luego dijiste the first picture, the last picture is more calm. Is more calm. ¿Ok? Es más calmada, ¿cierto?
Yes.
Yes, pero el sería así, calm. Así o calmer. ¿Se usa more? Of course. O puedes decir, luego Denise estuvo hablando del señor que pone, you need to do it calmly. Yes. Calmadamente. Ok. Yes. Luego tenemos aquí también hay otro error común, ok. For my opinion es from, ok, Roxanne, from. From. From my opinion. Y luego is more, no es satisfaction. Satisfaction es el sustantivo. Is more satisfying. Satisfying. You got it? Roxanne?
Yes.
Recuerda que satisfaction es satisfacción. Satisfaction. And satisfying, ¿qué? Te satisface, ¿ok? Es más gratificante, satisfying, gratificante. Y luego la última que fue que Denise era he must do it calmly. Él tendría que hacerlo calmadamente. Calmly, ¿ok?
Yes.
So, ese sería su feedback por el momento. Traten de practicar, ¿no? Ustedes con las imágenes. Igual ahorita les voy a enviar las palabritas, no se preocupen. Y la próxima ya tendríamos que seguir practicando, ¿ok? El speaking va a ser este domingo a las 9 de la noche. 9 o 8 creo. ¿Ok? Porque su examen de ellos va a ser en la otra semana. Entonces, si no, ya entren ustedes. No va a entrar tú, Denise, Ronnie, Pedro, Daniela y otros más. ¿Ok? Es el domingo. ¿Tienen tiempo, domingo? Vamos a hacer speaking.
Yes.
Entonces, ahí les voy a... Pero es este domingo. Este sí o sí, este domingo. So, that would be all. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, teacher.